Good morning, traders. John from Candlestick Trading. Just wanted to do a quick update on Bitcoin. There's not really that much to say. At this stage we can see we've gone up. But this on the weekly chart, I've got a few alerts out there, as you can see. I'm actually, you know, well, at this stage we're trading below the 50 on the weekly chart, and we are still in an uptrend. It just seems like the uptrend is a little bit threatened at this stage here, but that happens frequently. Like they'll come down to test it before we, take off in some wild advance or decline. But from here, we are still in an uptrend, but we are seeing that there's selling volume and decline in buying, and more selling volume here that's brought us under the 50. So, but stochastics are oversold. We'll wait and see what happens. Not too much more to say about Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Let's have a look at the daily chart. So on the daily chart, here we are. We can see that we've had the nice, 2 days ago, or yeah. So had that nice one there. Not excellent volume on that, but it's good, but it's just not excellent. One thing that we're looking at on this one here is the trend line, which if we draw that down there now, you can kind of almost match these tops up perfectly. So whoever was driving this market, in the last couple of days here, knew what they were doing to come and touch this here. But where they go here, you can see there's a fair bit of hesitation happening here. I got these alerts set. I'll just open this up so you can see a little bit better. But I've got these. Don't get too excited with the stochastics there. So let's just have a look at that. So if we have a look at that, we can see that we've got some some pretty good things happening down here. And engulfing here, big smash down to the red. And then kind of close, a little bit of indecision, and then bang, we'll close above, crack the 200 and the 9, and we're up to the stage here. So what I've got an alert here now. So this is resting on the 9 and starting to come back. So what I'd actually like to see is the open of today turn green, and then secondly, I would like to see this downtrend line being breached as well, and then new highs. So I've got this high here. I'm just going to bring that down just a touch. So that's save that. That's good. So now I want to see some sort of trading above there, and also on the weekly chart. This one here is for the weekly. If I see the goal is by Monday morning 10 a.m. to be at this line or above this line here, then we would have an engulfing pattern that's happened off the 50, which is what we're after. So that's pretty much it. There's not really too much to say about Bitcoin. It's pretty flat. There's I've got some alerts in there. Wait and see what happens, and let's go through a few of the others. Doge, boring. Luna. Let's have a look at Luna. So this one here, I do like this one but I'm looking at this one as a negative, as a short. So this one here, the Japanese rice traders call this a shooting star, and the psychology behind a shooting star goes a little bit like this. The buyers came in, so here we are, we're traded up very nicely. Actually, we'll start from down here. So down here, we've had a fantastic run. It's gone all the way up, and then we've had some very wide and loose kind of trading, double top, and we've pulled back around about, so if this is up 100 points, it's pulled back around about 50 points. We can get our Fibonacci retracement tool for that if we really want. So, say from this low here, and then up to that high there, looking left, and then it's pulled back. No, it's pulled back to almost exactly 0.618. So it's broken through 50%, 0.618, previous support as well, which is, so there was some Fibonacci traders that were watching this. So let's just have a look at the confluence on this here. So going up and then down, pull back 61.8. So the most, popular, I would say, lines of support and resistance in the Fibonacci is 50%, 0.618, and 0.382. Now, I know they might sound a little bit foreign or whatever, but they're commonly known in the trading world, and we can kind of see that it closed back down here perfectly, and it was around about where the 50 is as well. So there's support at the 50. So I'm just going to get rid of that. But here we are, we're going up, say 100 points, pull back 50 points. Now we're going up about 100 points. So leg one is the first leg, and then the second leg, and the third leg. Usually what we see is the third leg is usually around about the same length as the first leg. And we can see up here, we've done that, and we've sold off a little bit. Now we've come up, and it looks like usually what we see after a shooting star is a sell-off. And after we have this many green days in a row, and this much of a, this hasn't had a breather. This has to have a breather at some stage. Will we get a breather today? Don't know. But what I'm going to do is I want to move my I want to see if this starts heading down, I want to see this turn red. So what price we got? 85.22. We'll just see what the open of today was. The open at 85.44. So yeah, 85. Actually, I'm just going to change that. 85. We'll do 85.40. 85.40. Don't worry about any of that. You know, like the we can do that 85.40. So now I'm going to save that. So now if this goes down below and turns into a red day again for the second time, I will probably look at potentially going short on the 4-hour chart to reach this level here. But you know, like I'm not really, you know, I'm more of an end of day trader, and you know, like I don't like to be sitting in front of the computer all the time. So I'll just set these, you know, alerts and stuff like that to see what happens, and you know, and go from there. But Luna, I'm looking at for a potential short. Will it happen? I don't know. You know, no one knows what's going to happen with this market, and all we can do is trade what's put in front of us with the high probability that it's going to do what we are, you know, what we expect. But that's what backtesting does. You know, all these kind of things that we're looking at here should be backtested and checked. And you know, you should know your rules off by heart and have a picture of, you know, your best setups and stuff like that. And so when you're actually looking at these kind of trades, you know, you're looking at them to go, oh, hang on, is that, you know, is that what I'm looking for exactly? You know, and then, you know, if it's not, you know, you can look at the pictures, read your rules, and decide before you actually dive into a trade to see if it is exactly what you're after. And Avalanche, we can kind of see there that, you know, here at these levels here, we're having a little bit of hesitation. You know, check this out. I just found something here. So where this to me is exactly what it looks like when we get a double top. We are in, you know, like a bullish trading kind of range here. But one thing we can see as well is, so the longer term, let's just have a look. So we've got, you know, like coming down from a low there. I don't know where that came from. You know, it's fair way. So, but we'll just kind of match these up and match those up, and so you know we can kind of we can go all the way. But now have a look at what's happened with the trend now. You know, kind of gone down. There's a little bit of sideways sort of stuff there, and then up, and then down, and then up like that. So actually, I'm just going to bring that. So here we can see we've got we're trending up in the midterm, and in the short term we've gone, you know, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and then we've kind of trended up. But the thing that I'm looking at with this one here is this is looking like a double top. So what we actually, I'll just get rid of these now so you can kind of see what I was thinking. What we're actually looking at is a low, a high low, a lower low, and then we've got like a bit of a trading range that's happened here. So we can kind of see along here that there's a trading range, and then from here we've come down, found support on there again, found support on there again, and we've taken off, and now we've got rejection back at this line here. So is this saying that, you know, we could be heading back down to these levels here, back down to this line here, you know, but we've got a lot of stuff below us that, you know, like we don't know where it's going to hit. So is it going to come back to the 950 uptrending line or support? We don't know. Another place that it could go as well, well, I could be drawing lines here everywhere, and a pretty typical place for it to go is as it goes up. You know, a nice trending market will usually go, so we're going to low, a high. That's not a high low, but you know, so let's start again. This is the low, and we're going up a high. You know, this isn't even a two candle pullback. So you know, like, you know, this is only one candle, so you can't really call this a swing low. Or this is a swing low, or this is a swing low. All it's done is it's gone. You know, we've gone a high, low, high, low. Sorry, high, low, yeah, high, low, lower high, I meant, and then a lower low, and then we've kind of come across a double bottom, and then we've gone up to there, and now it looks like we're making a double top. So this to me is saying that we could potentially start heading down just a fraction. I don't know, you know, or you know, are we going to continue heading down from here? Who knows? But here, double tops are quite bearish, and it's just something to watch out for with that one there. Let's go through one or two more. And you know, I just wanted to make a quick one on Bitcoin and, you know, a couple of others. But the main thing is, the first thing that I'm looking for in a chart, in a trend, is I go to the weekly chart, start drawing out some lines and stuff like that, and then some higher highs and higher lows. You know, are we you know, what is the trend direction? You know, and so firstly, before you trade anything, you need to know Are we trending up or are we trending down? Are we making higher highs or higher lows? If we are, good, I want to be part of it. If not, then I'll stay out of the market. One thing, let's say from here, for example, I've got the highs of that over there. I can just kind of see this here. Now it's funny, it's gone up and then pulled back and then broken through, and then we found support, and then we've even threatened support here. Now this, what I was explaining about where the bases, start. So here we've got like a buying climax, and then we've got a retracement, and then we've got an attempted rally, and then we've got like a sell-off here, to get rid of all the weak investors. And then look what's happened after that. As soon as we get rid of all the weak investors, this allows big money to get involved and really push the market up. But then what happened after that? Let's go over to this high here, and then we'll have a look over here. So we can see that here we're broken through that, and then straight away we pull back where we're going to pull back to, the previous high. So previous resistance becomes breakthrough, new support. And then we've kind of gone up here. Let's have a look and see if there's anything there that we can see. So that high there, round about. Okay, so gone up here, resistance, and broken through, but we didn't close above. Now we closed above. Okay, gone up, and then we come back down and found support on this previous chart. So we've got resistance, up and then over, found support. So this is exactly what we're after. Find resistance, breakthrough, up and over, and then back onto support is what we're looking at. So here you can see it's done it once, done it twice, and now it's done it 3 times. And so we've gone up to there. Let's see if we can draw a line across here and see if there's anything there. I don't think there would be because it's too high. This is way extended. So, yeah. Okay, so now here we've got a high, low, lower high. I did it right that time. Lower low, lower high, lower low, and then all of a sudden we've started and we've kind of broken through that with this candle here. But we can kind of see that it's gone up and then pulled back and then breached. It's come, below this here. But we've got if we've got support lines here, we can see that that's a pin bar, a hammer, and then we've got a nice big. But this is wide and loose trading. You can see here that a lot of plays would have been stopped out in all this wide and loose kind of trading here. But there's just an example of this is the sort of trend that I'm looking for. Firstly, on the weekly, are we doing a trend line? Secondly, are we making higher highs, higher lows? And are we finding support back at these here? We can see there's a very controlled market, and so this is big players that are playing in here. And then if you're looking at the shorter time frames, you can even be buying, going down to the 5-minute chart or whatever. I wouldn't recommend it. This is just for some people that want to get involved. If you're having time off at Christmas, I wouldn't recommend trading it. I would recommend back testing it and just playing the game with it. If you've got like even a 15-minute chart or something like that, let's just have a look and see what it looked like. On the 4-hour chart, I go the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour chart usually. So, and okay, so here, I can see the same thing again here. So we got a low, high, low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, high, high, all that sort of stuff up there. But now we've found, we've got spinning tops, and then we've got engulfing back down to here. Are we going to be finding support at these levels here? Let's do it from the bodies, and no, it looks like we're broken through. So here we are. This is actually not looking very good for Matic at the moment. I was actually in a position with Matic and I sold. I actually sold yesterday. So and this is on the 4-hour chart. So you can basically see why I sold. The reason why I did sell this one here is because of this uptrend line. An uptrending line there, an uptrending line here. It was very close to that uptrending line. Could I have got more money out of it? Maybe. But am I happy with what I got? Yes, I am. So, I bought this somewhere back down here on the daily. I think I bought it for $1.70 or something like that. On the daily, where it kind of broke out and then it's pulled back, and now it's gone up and had a nice little run. So I've kind of taken profits there. If I see, like usually what would happen if it breaks through this level up here, I'm actually looking to get out anyway. If it comes back down and finds support, gives an engulfing off this, I'll be getting back in. But usually what we see is a breach of the uptrending line, and then it comes back below. It tanks. Usually, like I've found that over and over again in my trading history. Okay, 14 minutes in. Sorry guys, I really wanted this to be a quick one, but I just keep on waffling. I just can't help myself. Okay, Adam, I got to go. All right, talk to you again soon. Have a good day.